Before we begin, we have a small request from the heart. We work very hard to bring you horror stories, but some of our viewers still haven't subscribed to our channel. Come on, no more delays. Just click the subscribe button. It's completely free. All right, let's start today's story. The sweetest memories of childhood are often tied to our toys. Toys that once made us laugh, sometimes made us cry, and over time, simply became part of our past. But have you ever thought maybe one of your toys was hiding a dark secret? A secret that only reveals itself with time? Demi had certainly never thought about such a thing. Born in the streets of London, Demi was a 25-year-old independent woman working in a marketing firm. She lived with her mother in an old but sturdy building on the 3rd floor in Old London. Her family had moved into this home when she was just 11 years old. On the very first day, while exploring her new room, Demi found something unusual among her other toys. A small wind-up monkey. It had 2 small keys in its hands and a tiny drum. Its bright blue glass eyes shone under the light, and it wore a wide, permanent smile. Little Demi assumed her father had bought her a new toy. Excited, she ran to him, hugged his legs, and kissed his cheek. "Thank you so much for the new toy, Papa," she said happily. Her father looked confused, glancing at the monkey, but before he could say anything, the chaos of shifting furniture distracted him. He told her gently, "Go play in your room, sweetheart. You might get hurt here." Back in her room, Demi tried to wind up the monkey. But no matter how much she turned the key, it didn't move, nor did the little drum make a sound. Shrugging, she put it aside and went back to playing with her doll. That night, she woke up briefly to the sound of a drum rattling softly in the dark. Half asleep, she ignored it and drifted back into her dreams. The next morning, tragedy struck. Her father had died suddenly of a heart attack. He was only 35 and in perfect health. Family and friends were shocked, but 11-year-old Demi didn't understand death. Her attention kept drifting back to the strange little monkey sitting in her room, smiling. From that day on, Demi never played with it again, but she kept it, thinking of it as her father's last gift. Eventually, it was moved into the storeroom with her other childhood toys and forgotten. Years later, Demi was a successful working woman. After a recent promotion, she decided to renovate the house. Before the work began, her mother suggested clearing out all the old things, and Demi was tasked with cleaning the storeroom. While sorting through dusty boxes, she found the old carton of her toys. At the very bottom was the monkey. The moment she picked it up, a cold shock ran through her body. It was icy, as though taken straight from a freezer. Suddenly, the drum rattled in its hands. Startled, she dropped it back into the box and told her mother to give the toys to her friend's children. But before she could do that, she got a phone call. Her best friend Simone had been in an accident. Demi rushed to the hospital. Simone was in a coma, and the doctors had little hope. That night, exhausted, Demi returned home and froze. The monkey was lying next to her bed, clutching its drum. Assuming her mother had placed it there, she asked her about it the next day. To her horror, her mother replied, "Where did you get that monkey? I threw it away years ago. I never liked it." Over the next few nights, strange patterns emerged. Whenever the monkey's drum rattled, bad news followed. First, a relative died. Then Simone passed away. Demi, though educated and skeptical of superstition, began to feel the toy was somehow connected to these deaths. She tried to destroy it, burning it, throwing it away. But each time, it returned to her room, unharmed. Finally, she told her mother everything. Her mother admitted she had always found the monkey strange and had tried to get rid of it many times, only for it to reappear. They called a priest from the local church. The moment he saw the toy, his expression changed. "Where did this come from?" he demanded. When Demi said she thought her father had brought it, The priest shook his head. No, this monkey has been here far longer than you have. It is cursed, and an evil spirit resides within it. It will never leave this house. As long as you live here, your lives are tied to its drum. Every time it plays, death will follow. Terrified, Demi and her mother agreed to leave the house. Before they left, the priest sealed the monkey in a wooden box, bound it with a crucifix, and buried it deep under the floor. Months later, a new family moved in with an 8-year-old boy. One afternoon, he found an old wind-up monkey in his room and began playing its drum.